to share my slide, and Vikas, let me know if it works out fine. Just give me a second. I'm a Zoom person, so sometimes I have issues with Teams, and Microsoft always have. Okay.
And
Right. So can you
it's
see the
all
slide?
good. Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, what do I do? I'm Sanjay Chaudhary. I'm VP of Product Management at CrowdStrike. I lead our threat detection and incident response portfolio. This includes product like our next generation SIEM, our extended detection and response portfolio product, log management, and the Falcon platform. So today's session is focused on next-gen SIEM, but I cannot start the session without telling you guys about our platform. CrowdStrike started as a security platform company, and this was ingrained by our CEO from the day one that long-term strategy for us is to build a powerful AI and data-based platform, which allows us to leverage the capabilities of our powerful single agent across different technologies. So as you see, Next-Gen SIEM is one of the offering, and it is working on platform beside our EDR product, our identity threat detection product, our data protection product, our exposure management and vulnerability product, and many other products. And all of these products leverage some of the key data innovations we have in terms of visualizing the threat data, leveraging our threat graph capabilities, our threat intelligence data, leveraging Intel Graph, and visualizing different relationship across these assets, leveraging asset graph capabilities. And all of that data is coming from our single EDR agent, which our customers deploy on every workstation, every laptop, every endpoint in their organization. So the data we receive is extremely powerful. We see every process, file, network connections, firewall, all of those from endpoint perspective, and that helps us in terms of rapid detection and response at customer side. So again, as a lot of you guys know, CrowdStrike NG-SIEM is a new offering. We recently announced it, but we were able to quickly build this capability, unlike other SIEM vendors who have taken a couple of years to build this, largely because all the foundation pieces to support security operations on top of our platform were already there. So with that, what does Next-Gen SIEM does from TDIR perspective, which is threat detection and incident response and log management? For a long time, Splunk was considered one of the good SIEMs. So what we have done with CrowdStrike Platform is we have combined security log management capabilities. So a couple of years back, we did an acquisition, a product named Humio, based on no index logging capabilities. And for a long time, we worked hard in terms of making sure this product is not sitting outside our platform, but it's inside part of the Falcon platform rather than sitting as a separate console. So it took us some time, and this is the work we did as part of our Raptor migration, which means making sure every EDR customer has a log management or threat hunting capability built on log scale, which allows our 30,000 plus customers to leverage that capability. So that's the foundation piece also in our SIEM, which as I mentioned, which made our job easier in terms of building the SIEM, because log scale provide powerful log management capability. A large portion of log scale customers are basically customers who have traditionally used Splunk, Splunk Enterprise as a log management solution, and they love the speed and the performance of log scale without losing the query capabilities that Splunk provides. So it covers data ingestion capabilities, which allows you to bring security data from on-premise cloud security sources, as well as from enterprise applications like Zoom or Salesforce, things like that. Additionally, it allows you to write complex queries for threat hunting, for search and alerting, and allows you to build dashboards and visualization from the search. So there is no separate dashboarding app. When you search, you can build dashboard. What we have paired this security log management capability is very powerful threat detection and incident response capability. CrowdStrike is known for its threat intelligence. We track nation state actors, we track cyber criminals across our customers. A large portion of customers subscribe to Falcon Complete Overwatch service, which allows us to work with our customers in terms of identifying threat specifically for their industry or for their company. And that is the information which helps us decide and proactively build new detections so that when we see a threat in one customer, we are able to roll out the response to those threat in terms of detections of those signatures and IOAs to all of our customers in a very short time, right? So that's the power of our risk and analytics in terms of building real-time detections with SIEM. We also brought in alert and incident management, and I'm going to talk about why it's such a differentiated capability in our platform, which allows you to um, leverage alert and incident management across CrowdStrike data, non-CrowdStrike data. And last but not the least, for our SIEM, SOAR is not a separate product. So when you can respond with our orchestration and response SOAR product called Fusion SOAR, which is built in inside SIEM. So overall, we wanted to make sure customers who are using 3-4 product for log management, for case and alert management, detection engineering, SOAR, we combine all of that with a single unified next-gen SIEM solution. All right. So that's the high-level description of product features and capabilities. But now, as a product manager, before we started on this journey, I started interviewing a lot of customers. Me and my team, before we went on this path, interviewed 500 plus customers, how they use their SIEM, what are the challenges they face, what kind of security teams they have across the world, from companies in Germany in manufacturing to banks in London to educational institutes which are providing best education in Australia. We went around the world, not just focusing on the US customer base. So there are a couple of core personas which we are targeting with our first version of this product, which we have recently announced, and a bigger announcement is coming with RSA. If some of you are joining RSA, please join our CEO session on Next Gen SIEM, the dawn of SIEM. Anyway, in terms of persona, I would like to specifically highlight a couple of personas as I'm showing on my screen. First of all, security engineers. Security engineers for years have done a lot of complex plumbing work for a lot of SOC teams. They are the one who are writing the Python playbooks. They are the one who are writing today's Splunk correlation rules. They are the one who are working hard in terms of data onboarding capabilities because a lot of SIEMs do not provide good data onboarding. So definitely a very important persona for us. And I'm going to talk about how our CrowdStrike SIEM helps if some of you are responsible for security engineering, and that also includes detection engineering. Some of the companies I talk to have a separate detection engineering capability where they build their own detection pipeline and detection engineering practices. Number two, Aisha, security analyst. This is your level 1 or level 2 analyst. This is the person who takes the first brunt of a ton of alerts and incident coming in. And with the ongoing issue of talent crunch in cybersecurity, a lot of time we have new college graduates working as security analysts at a lot of companies. So definitely this is a persona we thought we really want to help in terms of reducing the blind spots with alert, incident management, leverage AI, and help them prioritize these incidents so that they can do a lot of work without sending the work to the incident responders. Incident responders, the core security persona in the company responsible for responding to incidents in the company, including situations like running pen test and war room exercises. These people know what to do about a situation. They have been in security for decades. We wanted to make sure we give them a product which is much more deeper than a traditional solution, which just gives them ability to search and threat hunt. So there are specific features we have built for incident responders, which go a little bit more deeper than what we offer for our security analyst persona. Last but not the least, Our CISOs and directors of security are the managers, very important. They play a very important role, and we wanted to focus on our core CrowdStrike message. Our SIEM is not about bringing more data, doing more automation. Our goal is to stop breaches, and this is our promise to CISOs that the capability our endpoint products provide in terms of protecting you from adversaries, the SIEM is going to take it to another level by giving you protection by leveraging third-party data. And again, the goal stays: how do we stop breaches? And that's continue to be our message for all the CISOs and directors. All right, so let's jump into a little bit more deeper into uh, these layers. First of all, security engineers. James, the security engineer, as I said, spends a lot of time on data onboarding. Splunk had heavy forwarders. Elasticsearch has its own beats. A lot of people still use Unify in our industry, and this is where we brought extensive amount of connectors, 100 plus connectors, plus an on-premise logging agent, which allows you to bring in syslog data, Windows data, Unix data, all of that in single place with Next-Gen SIEM. So you can literally bring any data, and not to forget all the CrowdStrike module data automatically onboarded in SIEM without any problem. And this also came in my discussions with a lot of CISOs, like the EDR agent is sometimes close to 30 to 60% of their data, especially CrowdStrike, since we are known for having extremely small, lightweight agent, which sends a lot of data to cloud in terms of file and process activities. And a lot of customers leverage our raw telemetry and has built applications on top of that. So it's not just about the detections you see from CrowdStrike, but our sensor collects a lot of information. So a lot of customers, for them, CrowdStrike was close to 50% of their data, and that is automatically available without any problem with our Next-Gen SIEM. So the first focus area for us is automated data onboarding, providing you full visibility into first-party data, third-party data, parsing it, and making sure we give you health and telemetry information. If the data has some challenges in terms of data pipeline has challenges, you're notified. You're not maintaining a separate list of assets which were supposed to send data to your SIEM in a separate Excel sheet, all managed centrally. The second area, which is a very evolving area, and I'm very excited about, is the whole detection engineering practice. Traditionally, people have written Splunk queries to create detections, and CrowdStrike has very powerful detection engines which leverages machine learning and AI to detect malicious activities, ransomware, malware, and we are extending that with our SIEM. Additionally, our focus has always been API first approach. We don't want you to just go on the UI and build one detection. Rather, programmatically build hundreds of detections, test those in non-production environment, and roll them out. So that's where the detection engineering practice comes into picture. Out-of-box detections, powerful detection engine, ability to create detections through a guided experience or API. And last but not the least, and this is a surprise element, again, some of this I'm sharing with you will be announced at RSA, so you definitely are hearing some new capabilities. We will be announcing a new SOAR product, which allows security engineers to automatically take actions leveraging um, our Fusion SOAR capabilities, allows them to build playbooks without learning Python and Go by using a low code, no code experience in terms of building those playbooks. So that's one persona we are definitely targeting very clearly to make the life easy for security engineers through differentiated capabilities. Let's jump into security analyst. As I said, the biggest challenge I saw with security analyst is a lot of companies have very young people doing the security analyst role because of the talent crunch. And these are the level 1, level 2 analysts looking at alerts, trying to group those alerts into incident, running playbooks to resolve those alerts. And we wanted to make sure, first of all, when we talk about unification of third party and first party alert and actions, we can do that not just on the CrowdStrike data, but as well as the data from connectors, our security partners, and any other third party data you're bringing in. And that's why we brought in unified alerting capability, which allows you to bring all the third-party, first-party alert in one place. We created domain-specific templates so that your network alerts, your email security alert, regardless of which vendor you have, whether the email alert is coming from Proofpoint or Mimecast or Abnormal Security, they're all leveraging a single detection template, so they're all normalized. So the security analyst doesn't have to worry about searching, filtering all of those. Additionally, we brought automatic uh, um, correlation of these alerts so that they can easily be converted into incident, and these incidents can be investigated and responded. So that's automatic incident creation. So you have a simplified mechanism for jumping from alerts, hundreds of those, to incidents, a dozen of those in no time. And a large portion of this is leveraging automation so that your security analyst can resolve a lot more alerts than they are doing today. Additionally, the power of LogScale helped us build a lot of analyst dashboards. So a good example is a threat hunting dashboard based on CrowdStrike Threat Intelligence Service, which is rapidly looking at different threats in your environment and showing you in a nice dashboard. So you can start your morning with a cup of coffee and looking at the dashboard to see what are the area you should work on the day. So that's kind of high level overview of the capabilities we are bringing in for security analyst, if some of you are in that role. Third, of course, the incident responder, the heart of security. When something wrong happens, incident responder is the one who has ability to deactivate users, who has ability to network isolate devices, who has the ability to clean up after an incident. Very important persona. And this is where we wanted to go a little bit more deeper in terms of capabilities. We have a large incident response team with our Falcon Complete. We offer MDR service, managed detection and response. So we know how difficult the job of detection and response is, especially when you have a motivated adversary in your environment. So we train specific AI models to understand how a human is responding when we see malware in our customers' environment, in terms of what responses they take, how do they go and do the investigation. Our new AI investigator was able to replicate that work with 90% accuracy, which means in a typical malware, ransomware, phishing scenario, we were able to replicate AI to deliver some of the outcomes which human would have taken more time. Additionally, we built this incident workbench, which allows you to bring third-party, first-party data in one place. Since we have a sensor installed in most of our customers' estate with their devices, uh, um, with their workstations, so we are able to easily map the topology of IP addresses, the host name, the users, which traditionally SIEMs have struggled because they heavily relied on the log data itself. And sometimes your log data only includes the username, sometimes it only includes the host name, sometimes it has IP address. How do you figure out the relationship? So that's where our asset graph comes into picture, which keeps the current state of relationship between users, host, and IPs, and you can start that investigation easy. The second area is threat hunting. As I said, the log scale with powerful query language is fully integrated into our platform, but we also provide customers an easy mechanism to easily search and threat hunt the data, uh, leveraging our threat hunting capabilities at the back. Last but not the least, as I said, a lot of focus for CrowdStrike with RSA is incident response, giving you a powerful SOAR product, which is not sitting outside the SIEM, trying to map schema between your SIEM and SOAR. The SOAR is fully integrated, built on the same platform, which allows us to easily understand all the alerts, all the assets, and take actions based on the alert type. The response actions on a user will be different than response action on a Windows machine versus a router with IP address. So, those are the capabilities we offer our incident responders for faster investigation, threat hunting, and then of course taking a specific incident response out of box. Let's jump into the CISOs. Yes, CISOs are responsible for keeping the company safe, but additionally they have agendas around consolidation and efficiency. A lot of CISOs struggle with their security operations team looking at 5 different UIs to figure out endpoint security, firewall, cloud security, and then trying to make and understand which of these IP addresses, hostname, and users are same across these platforms. And this is a big theme for CrowdStrike. The reason we started as a platform company, we knew threat detection and incident response, especially with the SIEM, need to tie strongly with the endpoint protection agent, which gives you this very powerful telemetry, giving you relationship between your assets, your users, your IP addresses. At the same time, it is able to take very fast response actions in terms of responding to adversaries. So this is the consolidation we are bringing by with next-gen SIEM. Next-gen SIEM allows you to investigate. With next-gen SIEM, CrowdStrike has consolidated threat detection and incident response across all of our modules, whether it's endpoint security, cloud security, identity protection. The next-gen SIEM automatically leverages all the vulnerability um, and threat intelligence data from our exposure management and counter advisory operation modules. The second thing is next-gen SIEM will also have the capabilities of delivering MDR services. A lot of CISOs and leaders would like to have a second eye from CrowdStrike to keep an eye on these adversaries. So we will be expanding our MDR service to include third-party data where they can look at your perimeter firewall data, Office 365 logs, your email Proofpoint or Mimecast logs, and third-party logs, and relate it with endpoint telemetry to help you prevent these breaches. Last but not the least, since we have solved the data problem for security long back, CrowdStrike has a very clear data schema. We are considered one of the best platform in terms of how we manage data. Our FDR data today is still considered gold mine beyond, not just for security, but also for non-security use cases. It was very easy for us to expand these innovations with more AI capabilities with Charlotte AI, with AI Investigator, all of those. With that, I have one more slide and then I'll be open for questions. All right, so what is going to be our key focus area for next couple of releases? As I said, this is our first release with next-gen SIEM, and you already see the powerful capabilities we are delivering in such a short span of time. This was not possible without we having a platform which already aggregate most of the security telemetry, which already provides a very good understanding of assets, threat intelligence, as well as relationship between different different assets. So we already had that platform capability. Now going forward, we will double down on analyst experience. As I said, our focus is to automate the mundane work the analysts are doing, leveraging AI and machine learning. So our focus continues to be how do we improve analyst experience around alert triage, around incident and case management, around investigation and response. So that will continue to be our key focus. And we will test our NGSIM not just with our customers, but also with our internal MDR team in terms of how their experience, analyst experience is moving to next-gen SIEM. Detection and response. CrowdStrike is very popular for the quality of detections we provide and the speed of our response. We have taken sub-second response in situations where we have detected files with malware behavior, process executions from people clicking on email, quarantined them in seconds, and we promise to continue to that with our next-gen SIEM product, where whether the indicators of detections are coming from Okta or coming from Palo Alto's firewall, or actions on the response side will be super quick and fast. AI and automation, as you guys have seen, we did a Super Bowl ad about Charlotte AI. We have one of the best data, so it was very easy for us to expand our single platform with AI capabilities where we can leverage our existing data and leverage more and more AI to make the life of security engineer easier with capabilities like ability to automatically build parsers, ability to build automation actions, as well as leveraging AI for building detections. Data continues to be our core focus. A large portion of CrowdStrike engineering is from very strong data background, and we will continue to make sure our data capabilities are better than anybody else in the industry, and that includes our ability to onboard third-party data, mapping it with CrowdStrike schema, and seamlessly jumping from alert management to incident management to response actions and threat hunting without worrying about data management. Last but not the least, the speed with which we have built the SIEM, we're also going to speed up the migration process. As most of you, if you're using CrowdStrike as a EDR product, your 50% of the SIEM data is already there in CrowdStrike, and it is much more easier for us to bring the other 60%, other 40%. Additionally, we are building very rapid migration tools which can translate your existing workflow actions from Demisto Phantom into CrowdStrike SOAR and easily migrate your queries to CrowdStrike Platform. So we will be shortening the SIEM migration cycles, which generally takes a long time. Awesome. With that, I will open for Q&A. I don't know how much time is left. If I have a little bit more time, definitely would love to show a little bit of more how the platform and the product looks like. But because how are we doing on the time?
So we have time. We have half an hour more. So maybe if you want to get into the demo for 5 minutes, that should be okay.
Okay. Yeah. So let me just show, since I have you guys here. Definitely next 5 minutes is not enough time to give you guys a demo, but give you a little bit of understanding that everything I'm talking is not slideware. I love to demo. Let me know if you guys can see this screen.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. So this is CrowdStrike's Falcon platform, a single platform where you can jump from endpoint security to next-gen SIEM to cloud security with just a few clicks. Next-gen SIEM is a new tile for customers who already are familiar with CrowdStrike platform. And as I mentioned, this is where we are centralizing all the detection and incident management. That's why you have detection, incident management, and correlation rules as one of the category. Additionally, as I said, the log management capability allows you to do log searches, dashboard, data onboarding. All of that has been centralized on log management. So if I can click on our advanced event search, this allows you to see all the powerful query capabilities we have with the LogScale product. As you can see, it also supports all the dashboarding capabilities. As you can see, time chart, pipe chart, bar chart, all of those. So definitely part of the same SIEM solution. We have broken it into 3 clear swim lanes around log management, detection and incident, and of course the SOAR product, which we will be announcing shortly, and you're getting a preview of it, which allows you to build workflows, playbooks, and comes with its own out-of-box integrations. As I said, on the detection and incident management, the detections are focused on unifying third-party, first-party alert, visualizing those alerts with MITRE TTPs. Each of these alerts have their own different swim lanes, so I'm not just showing you alerts from first party. We also include all the third-party alerts. So some of these web related data is coming from Netscope. Definitely have CrowdStrike's endpoint data. In this case, we also are pulling in Microsoft Defender data, identity data, all of that. So it's not just about first-party data, but also third-party data where we get very clear telemetry from the alerts we are ingesting and doing incident management. Okay, with that, let me, as I said, all of these will require at least an hour for me to go through, but I just wanted to give you one, I wanted to leave you with one message. CrowdStrike Next-Gen SIEM is real. Our customers who already are on CrowdStrike platform, we are already enabling this new capability for them. It has clear SIEM lanes in terms of the personas I talked about around detection and incident management, log management, data onboarding, dashboarding, and the SOAR workflows. With that, I will stop sharing and I'll be open for questions.